with, like, the thing. Hunt stuff. There's lots of stuff I need to do here. Let's do our Machinist questline first. Oh, how fortuitous that you should choose this moment to visit. Pray forgive my abruptness, but are you acquainted with Ishgard's watch and the commoners who fill its ranks? Yeah. Truly, you've worked with Hilda before. Splendid, absolutely splendid. Let's then discuss the problem at hand. Yay, Hilda! Following our fair city's shift to a more egalitarian form of government, there's been talk among the City Watch with machinist weapons and equipment, the very type of initiative for which I've long advocated. And as part of this plan, I've been asked to provide a competent instructor. Okay. What do you want me to do? As nearly as I wish I could fulfill this request, I'm afraid suitable candidates are woefully in short supply. Surely you've heard news of the situation in Alamigo, yes? Well, that little conflict has seen the manufactory swamped with commissions for both materiel and marksmen. With not a single machinist to spare, he's been forced to relinquish joy to some far-flung deployment. And so, you must see why your presence here strikes me as something of a godsend. Who better than to accept this position than our most accomplished machinist? I understand, of course, that you have your own business to attend to, and hardly spend every waking moment training the watch. Thus do I intend to share your duties with our old friend, Rostenthal. Aside from his extensive knowledge of firearms, he was once the Commodore of the Knights of the Barracuda. Such experience should prove invaluable to the Watch's leadership. He's the natural choice to serve as your partner in this enterprise. When I've heard, our former instructor was recently spotted arriving in Idleshire. Pray, come along and lend me a hand in persuading the foul-mouthed brigand to return to Ishgard. Alright. To Idleshire. I should probably stop and check how my sales are doing while I'm here. Where's the nearest bell? There it is. Hey, Steph. Have you seen this place? Yeah. My prospectometer is simply overloaded by such potential. Why, the goblin technology amassed in the main square alone could keep me tinkering for days. And not that we'll be here that long. Rostenthal is a striking fellow. Someone's bound to have noticed him. Shall we ask around? Yeah, go ahead. Let me know when you find him. I'll, check my merchanting. You didn't sell anything? I only have 4 items up for sale. Do I want that? Yes. That's probably why we're having troubles. I don't really have anything to sell. I'm not going to reduce below the recommended price here. That's silly. They'll sell eventually. What do you sell for? Yeah, sure, why not? It's just gonna eat up my inventory space otherwise. You're worth nothing, yeah. Again, it'll just eat up my inventory space otherwise. Hey, you're actually worth something. Just sell you to a market, it's fine. Yeah, there's no reason to sell something that's 1 on the market board. Like, you can just sell it to an NPC, make that money. Basically all of this is that sort of thing. You might be worth something. Enough that I'll let you live on the market board for a bit. But I have something else I care about. You I don't care about. So, you can be had. Do you look cute? Not really. Do you look cute? Not really. Then I can sell you. You're actually worth something, hey! Why? I don't know, but have fun. And then I can just strip things out of here if I ever get something I care about selling. Nothing here bothers me too much. Yeah. Go! Give me a shop. Hey there. A guided tour, just a question? Yeah, he went down the street. Cool. Hey, trader. Thank you. Hey, Yellow Sea. Seen Big Guy? Yeah. Stay your path. Cool. Midnight Dew. Seen Big Boy? Yeah. Headed into the hard place. All swarthy and mysterious like. Have a mind to follow him in there. Straight people. Ooh, the heart place. It's been a while since I've been in here. Hi. Oh, you sell paintings. I see. Interesting. Hey, buddy, we got a job for you. I thought I heard me some familiar voices. What brings the two of you all the way out here? Not just a yearning to glimpse this ugly mug again, that much is certain. Astute as always, we have in fact come with an offer of employment. Yeah, we need you to train people to shoot good. You want me to teach trigger work again? Why don't you have Joy do it? Got sent to the front lines. Gonna die in battle. Far too humble to fare well, and is occupied by other business. You bloody daft, did you forget? Beef's poor leadership of the Curas is what ruined me reputation in the first place. You honestly reckon a man like me is fit to take charge of training your city watch? Well, I mean, if you haven't the stones for it, you can tell me where you got them removed. I would love to know. You trying to tickle me pride, lass? You seem damn determined to not let an old pirate sit and rust in peace. Then this means you accept? Trim your sails there. I'll make my final decision after I've had a chat with the lass what leads the watch. Seems we must arrange a meeting with Hilda. Would you mind handling the introductions? I would love to see Hilda again. My thanks. Now I should be getting back to the workshop. I have a small mountain of munitions to make if I'm to honor all the commissions. Do the manufactory proud, my friend. And just when I was getting bleeding warm again. I'll see you in Ishgard, Gobo. Hilda keeps things warm. You'll like her. Just don't like her too much. And where are you going here? Oh, just like right over there. Alright. Hey, girl, sup? Are we clear, or must I repeat myself in simple terms? I expect very little from your lower-bone riffraff. If you wish to serve Ishgard, then know your place and keep well out of our way. Bastard blue blood. He'd not wag his tongue like that if his boss were around. And a fine day to you. A little bird told me you'd be on the way. Lads and lasses are well pleased to hear they be learning at the foot of Ishgard's savior. Well, and I brought a gift. This is a scumbag who's really good with a gun. I warned you right now, the watch is a raw lot. They ain't used to formal training, and you'll need to work them hard before they count for more than cannon fodder. Work them hard, you say? I do things the pirate way, lass. I'll have them pissing blood and wailing for their mums by first bell. Hey, we'll see about that. I don't know about Limsa's back alleys, but the broom's not a place what suffers wilting daisies. What my lot lack in skill, they make up for in spirit. I like a challenge. Now, tell me more about this watch of yours fits into Ishgard's defenses. Well, we're officially back in the arms of the Eorzean Alliance, ain't we? And seeing as a good chunk of the Temple Knights have been marched out to Alamigo, streets are a bit thin on soldiers. It's where the watch comes in. We've been something of an independent operation till now, but the houses want to put us on the payroll. They mean to use our numbers to plug in holes in the walls, as it were. And the best part is we get paid to do more of what we was doing for naught. Coin in our purses and foods in our bellies, can't complain about that. Aye, but the arrangement's not to everyone's liking. There's inquisitors and nobles alike looking to trip us up every turn. They ain't keen on the idea of commoners being armed and organized. Even though we were before, because that's what people do when you oppress them. But, you know how people in power are. If you're oppressed and you defend yourselves, they call it an attack. When you say, we don't want to be oppressed anymore, they accuse you of wanting to kill them. You just can't win. I reckon the only way to shut these bastards down is convincing everyone else the watch is something worth keeping. But if we mean to prove ourselves, we need proper equipment and training. That's why I took most of the coin we've been given and went begging to Lord Hallen Art. Now we have firearms and 2 clever blighters to teach us how to use them. I heard enough. You can't probably protect folk that don't recognize your authority. Just do as old Rosenthal says, and we'll soon teach them bastards to respect you. Here's what we're going to do first. Gather a crew of your finest lads and lasses, and slap a name on them. One will get naysayers to sit up and take notice. You mean like an elite company like the Dragoons or Heavensward? I reckon a good name might impress some of the highborn, but I'll be buggered if I can think of one. Let's see, how about Hilda's Hounds? Oh, you mean Hilda's Hounds. I do like the sound of that. What do you say, lads? As soon as they're picked a crew for the Hounds, I'll start teaching them the basics. Then after they've had a chance to learn barrel from stock, you can come back and test their skills. Sound like a fair division of labor? Yeah. Right then, I'll whip them into shape before you know it. Let's see how tough them broom-born bastards really are. How tough they really are, eh? Well, let's find out. And see how we're doing then? Well, ain't much to test yet. Things coming along, but progress is bloody slow. Not one of these buggers has a flair for the irons, what you and Joyce showed. We'd best let him get back to it then. I have a different favor to ask you, Gobo. Watch has been tasked with its first big job, standing guard at the Temple Knight's investiture ceremony. The ceremony is an important event, and setting the watch to, well, watch over it is a gesture what's meant to embody the new spirit of harmony between highborn and lowborn. Lucia didn't hear her words. She said that making a mess of this duty's like to harm our reputation beyond saving. Hounds will be knocked down before they even take their first steps. But getting back to that favor. There's to be a meeting to discuss security concerns for the event, and I want you sitting in on it. See, the representative for the Temple Knights, keen kind of bloke, what has me itching to shoot him in the teeth. Pompous bastard by the name of Muscadane. If you're there, I might just be able to keep my trigger finger under control. Thanks, I appreciate the support. I'll see you at the congregation then. Ah, Ishgard, I didn't miss you. It's up at the congregation of our knights most heavenly. How do I get there from here? Go to the Aethernet shard. Up to the Forgotten Knight. Which is only a little bit faster than just running upstairs. And run this way. Hey, Muscadane? Sup? You? I was not informed. Gobo's here as my advisor. I trust her advice a damn sight more than that of a certain empty-helmed, stiff-backed blue blood. I'll not dispute her place at the meeting. In fact, I'd be far less inclined to entrust this duty to a certain foul-mouthed, disrespectful commoner, were she not accompanied by such an advisor. My apologies for the interruption. I bear urgent news. Speak then. Sir, a thief has breached the vault and stolen the sacred blade, Hrunting. Hrunting's a sword what's used to dub new knights, or so they tell me. But that place is crawling with guards. Hard to imagine how someone even managed to get in there, let alone filch anything. It's unthinkable. The treasury door is secured with 7 different locks. Sentries stand vigilant night and day. None could approach without notice. Oh no! Someone used the 7 keys. Where is Nancy Drew? send this to Santa because she's playing that Nancy Drew game that has 7 locks. Sentries claimed they were struck senseless. Later awoke to find the door hanging open, but all the valuables secreted within, or only the blade was missing. By all accounts, the entire incident took place over the span of a few short minutes. The burglar had a plan and was precise in execution. And you say that only Hrunting was taken? The loss of such a prominent symbol right before the ceremony bodes ill for Sir Ambric's reputation. The Lord Commander cannot afford to have his authority eroded at this delicate stage, lest Ishgard once more fall prey to infighting and insurrection. We must reclaim the blade as its disappearance becomes common knowledge. I have neither time nor nights to spare for this. Well, my hounds might be able to help you there. They're the best the watch has to offer, and I reckon they can keep their gobs shut. The ceremony's our time to shine, so we've a vested interest in seeing it go forward as planned. There's no harm getting on Sir Ambric's good side, neither. What say we look into it? I'll keep an eye on him. Do as you wish. With Gobbo's assistance, we have even your mob of commoners. We'll see some modicum of success. Now, if you'll excuse me. Prickly bastard! You'd think he'd show more bloody gratitude. He doesn't appreciate the gun yet. Anyways, enough of that. We have a sword to find. We can begin by asking some questions, I reckon. Got your own idea of what happened. Ready to put you on your Inquisitor robes? Good. Then I have a perfect bloke for us to talk to. I know a knight what took part in the raid on the vault a while back. He just happens to be captain of the Treasury Guard. Let's head to the Hopland and see if our man's about. Ooh, someone who was involved in the raid. Let's go Hoplon. The Tribunal's the closest place. Much as I love the approach from last vigil, this is right down the stairs. Hey, remember me? Mr. Scobo and Mr. Silda. Sir Muscadine told me to expect you. And I thought he'd no time to spare. Does mean you're here to help or hinder? Why, help, of course. Here. Material evidence from the scene. All 7 locks on the treasury door were destroyed, and the scrap of metal was found lodged in one of the keyholes. The text crushed it out of shape, but that looks like a bullet to me. Our culprit's weird in some sort of firearm. A firearm, did you say? Has there been yet another crime committed with one of these horrible inventions? By the gods, I can say I sleep at night for worry. I suspect this is all the fault of Sir Ambric's precious revolution. And who might you be, miss? And what do you mean by another crime? By the tales I've heard at high tea this past week would curl your toes. This here musket-wielding brigand now terrorizes the Western Highlands. Just when the threat of those dragon-loving heretics was finally ended, a new nightmare rises to take their place. Unless you think there's some noble lady's fancy, even the traders come to supply the crozier speaker's shots, echoing in the air near Hemlock. Dreadful, simply dreadful. I understand our knights must honor their oath to aid foreign nations, but must it come at the cost of keeping order in Ishgard? Look at me. I've become positively flushed. I must retire to my chambers. Was she hard of hearing or something? That slathered harpy didn't as much as glance in my direction. An unfortunate habit of more traditional highborn, I'm afraid. Such stubborn examples aside, however, your actions have taught many of our nobles the wisdom of heeding the common citizenry. I have not been ignored like that for a while. Well, thank you for the bullet, Sir Knight. Good day to you. Guns don't shoot people, people shoot people. So as I'd like to ignore her later, she's babbling. It might be worth looking into the rumor of the bandit up near Hemlock. Considering the time and how the treasury was robbed, it's too much of a coincidence. We have a couple leads to follow, eh? Why don't you take the bullet to Seth? See if he can tell us where it came from. Meanwhile, I'll head out to Hemlock and look for anyone what's armed with a carbine or something similar. Come join me when you're done. Might be as I'll need your help in search. Whee! Yo, Steph. I need forensics on a bullet, Steph. It's time for us to invent forensics. Gummo, how's the training of the watch? You have something for me? Bullet. This is certainly the remnant of a bullet fired from close range, but more than that I can't tell you. I may have been made right here in the manufactory, but honestly, there's little difference between our ammunition and the bullets forged from Limsa. I'm sorry, the deformation makes it impossible to identify an origin with any degree of accuracy. Well, to Hemlock. Aha! Y'all never seen a rock fly over Ishgard, except for all the times you have. Snow. Why does the best class have to have the worst location for its quests? Bleh. My thanks. Was paying too much attention to the ground when the beasts caught me. I should put him down one or two, but what's that you got there? A collar. These curs must have been set to guard the place. It seemed wild enough for me. Found signs that someone was here. Could be her ladyship's brigands more than empty parlor talk. Let's get back to the broom before we compare notes, though. It's bloody freezing out here. Alright. Broom bound, let's go. Right, so what do we got? Did the bullet have a tale to tell? Nah, can't tell the difference after it's been shot. We ain't invented forensics yet. That's too bad. Thought maybe we could learn where it came from at least. Seems that leaves us chasing after this mystery bandit. Maybe I'll head out to Hemlock again with another poke around. I'll stick out here and keep drilling the troops then. You'll be the first to know when they're ready for inspection. I'll make you proud, don't worry about that. And don't stay away for too long. We've a thief to catch. Yeah? Well, let's go catch that thief. Something to share with you. Pulled a scrap of parchment from the campfire I found up by Hemlock, and the bits weren't blackened and burnt were an interesting read. Seems it was a contract of some sort, promising the sale of a historically significant blade to a certain Laminson merchant. I'll give you one good guess as to which bloody blade it's referring to. That Laminson bloke never gave the name, but he's infamous for building a trade empire on the ashes of the Calamity. There's rumors aplenty as to why the shifty bugger's so successful, and not a few of them point to a profit made with black market goods. Well, it turns out this infamous merchant was stopped at a checkpoint on the border. Temple Knights there were keeping an eye out for the stolen sword and reported the trader was last seen making for Boulder Downs. Seems to match what we read in the contract, eh? Need to find that merchant and wait till the thief shows up with the blade. What say you both? Count on you to come along, right? Yeah, you just hold on there, miss. I took your instructor job. That don't mean you can drag me to the fray to ride for your goddamn asses. No one's saying you have to do any fighting. Think there's a chance to train us in the field, even if you might need to dodge a bullet or two. Why do I let myself get roped into these messes? Well, seeing as that merchant's given me and the homeland a bad name, I suppose I can help you with this one time. Better see you out there too, Gobbo. Yeah, I like shooting people. Settle then, get your kits, and meet us near Boulder Downs. Hurrah! It's actually, I think, going to be fastest to come from Mordona. Yep, what did I say? Takes us right by Boulder Downs. Ah, I know my areas. Oh, and you're all here already. Everyone's well armed. Good. Got a couple of folk very well armed. Sim, you ready to kill people? No, that was damn anticipation. Understand? Nothing like patrolling the broom. It's too open. We found the merchant. He's out there doing a deal as we speak. First, we need to make sure his customs the thieving bastard we're looking for. Sim, grab another hound and sniff out the situation. Bisco too, in case them pups run into something they can't handle. Sim fouls us up, be sure to give him a good smack across the snout from me. Shit. Haven't you heard of shoot first, ask questions later? And can we see the guy down there? Yes. I love when they have the people on the world map. What? Don't trust us something? After the drills? Reckon we can manage a bit of spying. Got the DC symbol. Oh no, that sounds like server trouble. Are you certain of this? As I recall, the client requested trunching be delivered directly upon its acquisition. Aye, that was the deal. We delivered the sword, and our client, as you say, turned around and gave it right back. Change your bleeding heart or something. I don't know. Look, can you fence the thing or not? Yes, I'm sure we can come to an equitable arrangement. It's a bloke. He's got the sword. Understand. We'll just get ready to charge in. We're to wait here for the rest of the hounds. The The Sacred Blade Hunting. An impressive piece, heavy with history and tradition. Should fetch a fine price with the right buyer. Well, thank the bloody gods for that. Now about our share. I've got something to share with you right here, brigand. Who the bloody hell's you? Hilda's hounds. We uphold the law in Ishgard, and you're all suspects in the theft of the Sacred Blade Hunting. Ishgardian soldiers? I'll not risk my life against you fanatics. Get back, you gab. I don't know how you found us, but you'll not be leaving here alive. You don't understand. We've got something you don't. Enough yet? Bells, bring out me beauty. Nice play date for ya. Have fun. Get drilled, idiots. That could have gone better. The lad's still out after the bandit chief himself, but it looks like we got this lot sorted. We'll march him back to Ishgard, squeeze him for information, and hand him over to Muscading. We did it. We got the sword back. Hounds have done well. Hounds have done very well. Thanks. It means a lot coming from you. Well, of course they bloody done well. They're gonna me a train 'em. Sorry, but the leader's gone. Seems the bastard had Chocobo hidden nearby. He was in the saddle and away before we could catch him. Oh. Chocobos. Bah. But there's not to be done about it. Blade's ours now, in any case. Let's call this one a victory. Time to head home. Gobo, hang around a bit. Something we need to discuss. When you were fighting them bandits, I got a glimpse of the leader's weapon, and I reckon I might know where he got it from. We'll need to do some snooping around for him, certain. Old Abbott's at Iod, I guess. Anyway, do me a favor and tell Ilda I'll be taking some time off till I'm satisfied with curiosity. Oh. Couldn't do that. Let's get back. Hey, hounds. Welcome back. Where's Rosenthal? Thought he was with you. I think the bandits one of his friends and taking time to chase a hunch. How's that old pirate up to? Well, we'll just have to muddle along without him while he's looking into that firearm business. Besides, I'd be lying if I said I weren't a bit curious about it myself. What about you? Come back when you can. It might be as we'll have a tale to tell. Woohoo. Next quest is 68, probably. Yep. And this is not going to take us up to capped, so we won't unlock level 70 here. Where you been? I've been itching to open this letter from Rosenthal, but he addressed it to you. Come on, let's see what he has to say. Mystery solved. I took a good look at Naldic and Vimili's stock, and the firearm's one of theirs. Limsa has some bloody strict regulations on the export of firearms, so our bandit chief must have had a back alley supplier. Get your arse to Limsa. We'll find out who put that weapon in our thieves' hands. I'll be at the 8th right on the lower decks. So he's on the trail then. Good. Let me get my gear and we can be off. Well, here you going? Is that a great idea? I'm a sim. If the leader of the Hounds starts picking quarrels on foreign soil, we could be looking at all sorts of trouble for Ishgard. Ishgard's where the bloody trouble started, and since when have folk of the Broom been content to sit back and let others handle the dirty work? I'm going, and that's the end of it. I promise I'll be on my best behavior. And she's with me. A military commander in the Maelstrom. Wow. That is certainly Limsa. What's that sour look for, then? Oh, what the bloody hell is she doing here? I'll put your bleeding name on the letter and all. I need to see this through. If I don't, then what are the Hounds good for? You'll have to humor me. I was aiming to avoid political complications, seeing as Gobbo and me ain't tied too tightly to any one nation. You're just lucky I was soft spot for fools what ignore the risks to make a point. Let's get to it, then. Bloke most likely to have supplied that firearm is the same bastard what tried to buy the sword, our black marketeer friend. You're lucky. He might have had an idea where the brigands run off to. I don't mind to squeeze him till an answer pops out. I'd like to have a word or two with that bandit leader myself. He's a loose end what needs tying up. And we're on the same page. According to me sources, we should find the merchant in Anchor Yard. Let's get over there and get this business over with. Alright, off to Anchor Yard. Oh, Anchor Yard's up. Alright. Oh, that Anchor Yard was down at the docks. Oh, Anchor Yard's the dead end where, like, shit goes down and nothing else. Boy, you need to find yourself a place that has more exit routes. Good day to you, Mr. Merchant. How about we have a little chat, eh? And my gun. Well, if it isn't the hounds, what can a hubbub peddler such as myself do for Ishgard's finest? Help us capture the bandit leader. I am but a humble merchant. Surely I'd be more hindrance than help in such an investigate. If you're not feeling helpful, maybe I should pay a visit to the Yellow Jackets and mention the firearm your valued customer was using. Maybe I'll just skip straight to them as upholds the code. Now, let's not be too hasty. I can make an exception in this case, in exchange for your silence regarding my trade in exotic weapons. I believe the gentleman in question has a camp at Providence Point in the Central Highlands. That's where I would look. Providence Point, eh? Well, it's a start. If you're paying us false, I'll be back to feed the crabs with your lion tongue. In fact, if I ever hear you dealing in stolen goods again, you can add a few more body parts to that list. Nice doing business with you. Never accept a deal from a client you know not about, but that woman offered me so much gold. Ignored my own rule. It is time I retired from this business. Woman, you say? Interesting. Woman? Highborn woman, perhaps? Oh my. That is not an outfit I would expect to see in Ishgard. It's rather brisk weather for that outfit. Up to Providence Point. Hey there, buddy. Oh, how'd you? Yeah, you signed your own death warrant for coming here. You were saying, buddy? Pal? Gods no. You killed me, precious. I came running when I heard the shots, but it seems you had things well in hand. Bugger me. There's more of you. Please, I'll do anything you ask. Just don't kill me. Stop your blubbering, cur. We ain't gonna kill you. Not yet, any road. That'll depend on the answers you give us. Answers? What's he on about, Gobbo? Woman? The identity of the bandit's employer, of course. The woman? Wait, it weren't that black market bloke? I guess he'd have wanted more than just the sword, eh? Them other brigands we captured were bloody clueless. They only knew what the job was, not the who or the why. Meaning the whole deal was made through this bastard. Start barking dog and you might just save your own hide. We were pirates once, that is, till that bitch admiral passed our bloody law. Looks like us, though, we ain't cut out for honest work. We'd almost drunk through the last of our plunder when that black alley peddler showed up with some overpainted rat wench. Said she'd a job for us. All we had to do was filch a special sword from the Holy See. For the purse she offered, we'd have stolen the whole bleeding vault. And who was this woman? Our deal was we didn't ask no questions. Even the merchant didn't know her real name. It was all at eye, but we needed the coin, and I didn't rightly care either way. The job itself was easy as taking a piss. She hadn't paid for me to have a firearm to use and send us down a route where you didn't see no guards. Who the gods only know how she managed that trick. All we had to do was follow her map, then shoot the locks on the vault. Walk in, grab the sword, walk out, and bolt as you please. Trouble came after the delivery was made. She gave the blade back to you. Aye, she sent for me again the day after. Pushed the sword back in me hand along with a sack full of coin. Said she made a mistake or something, and I should sell the damn thing. Well, I ain't fool enough to try fencing a relic like that on my own, so I went back to the merchant. You were fool enough not to properly burn your contract to sale. What do you think we found you the first time? Contract of sale? What the hell are you talking about? Think I'd leave a deal like that in ink for the whole world to see? Things are starting to make sense now. There's just one little problem with your story. I told you the truth, I swear it. The wrench will put us up to it. Aye, that bit I believe. What catches me in the craw is her reason for handing back the sword. That was no mistake. And us finding that contract of sale, this bastard says you never wrote, was no mistake neither. No, we've been led by the nose to reclaim Hruntug before it was sold. And the quickest way to learn the why of it might be to ask the blade itself. Would you mind carting this piece of offal back to Ishgard, Rosenthal? Come with me. We need to pay a visit to Muscadine and convince him to take a closer look at that sword. To the congregation. This lady. The lady. The whining lady. She's the one. Hey, buddy. Mr. Scubbo, how may I... Yeah, you again. Was there some choice insult you'd forgotten to spit at me in our previous meeting? Truce. I wouldn't be here if it weren't important. So see, so you believe Hruntug may have been altered in some fashion before you were allowed to reclaim it? It's a bit too bloody convenient, don't you think? Maybe I'm wrong, but I'd rather look the fool than risk something happening at the ceremony. We need to check the sword. I must admit your passion confounds me. Blades are covered and your hounds have done their duty. Why bother pursuing such a faint suspicion? Why willingly endure the presence of a man you so clearly despise? Oh, I hate your bloody guts. But once we take a job, we do the damn thing right. Gobo gave her all to save Ishgard. How could I look her in the eye if I let our petty feud get in the way of my duty? Such pride. Never seen this side of you before. Just as you say, if there truly is some flaw in the blade that disrupts the ceremony, the consequences could be grave indeed. Yet there are rules in place to prevent me from simply handing Hruntug over to the hounds. Furthermore, our resident blacksmith has already inspected the weapon and declared it sound. Even so, we should... Even so, I will call upon Lord Stefan to conduct an independent examination. A machinist may notice detail a blacksmith would overlook. I trust this can be accomplished with requisite discretion. Very good. As far as the release of Ferntum is concerned, the manufactory is a sanctioned facility. The bureaucrats will be satisfied even if I should secure the necessary permissions after the fact. I'll begin making the arrangements. Well, that's that then. Let's get back to the brood and tell the news to Rostenthal. Then I guess do some roulettes until we get to what the hell am I doing? Should have just used the 8th right, but no, we're gonna go the long way. We need to do some roulettes to hit level 70 so we can wrap this quest line. So we'll do that. Muscadin's not known for his love of the lowborn. Can't expect he just thought I'd have to put more fight, is what I'm saying. Well, the sword's with the manufactory now, so no complaints. That's where I'd meant to take it in the first place. Now we wait. But don't get too comfortable. Things are sure to come to a head soon enough. Yep. But unfortunately, this is not going to take me to 70. It's but a pittance. DPS in need, you say? Who? Leveling roulette will give us some XP. And then we'll just go whatever the highest level dungeon is. It's kind of annoying that we have to do it as DPS for the DPS XP, but it is what it is. Anyone hanging around in chat saying hi? If you are, say hi. Don't sell anything, just say hi. I mean, I suppose I could go look for more blue quests. There's a few up there. Might be important. Give us things to do while we wait. Hey, what do you do? Speak with person inside. A person inside. Examine the hunt board outside. Yep, that sure is a hunt board. Also, I think you're the person I talked to sell the Centurio seal to buy things with the Centurio seals that I got the other time. Hi. Eh. Not really anything worth looking at there, I don't think. Aetheryte tickets, hey! Ventures, hey! I can get stuff. Cool. Okay. Got minions. That doesn't seem quite worth it. Ventures I'd like. There we go. We are roll list number 2. So we should be popping anytime now. Purium and Firmament, eh? Waiting our return. Rebuilding the city. Yay! What have we got ourselves into here? Hello, Tali! We brain dead run. I don't even have Ricochet. Pull all the way, please, Celis. I don't even have my gauges. I've got nothing. guess I'm synced to a pretty decent level and get some pretty okay XP out of this as a result. I care about none of this garbage. And the one thing I really like about this dungeon is you don't need to go down there. If you're ranged, you can camp here. I love sniping from up there, it's great. DPS is leading the charge. We're like, yeah, no, we don't have anything we can do in Halatali. It's so dull. Player commendation. Other DPS. No comms. That's fine. I wasn't here for comms. I was here for that. So close. I don't think these are going to give me 25. Yes. These will give me what I need to finish it off, I think. I think that these two quests will actually take me over the edge. Yes. Thank you, Halatali. I hate you. You're garbage. But you did take me all the way up to a couple blue quests shy of what I need to finish the Machinist quests. Woohoo. Hey, Tom. You're gonna be like this, huh? Woohoo. Yep, it's a housing area. Look at us, look. We are 6,000 away. You're gonna do it. You are going to do it. I am actually really, really excited for no good reason about these stupid blue quests barely being enough to cap me up. But yes, we don't need to do another queue. We've got blue quests. Hey, Hilda. Came to supplies for my hounds. What do I find but a familiar face? Oh, hey. They're her hounds now. I ain't pretty glad you got with you. And a highborn one besides. You're doing well for yourself. Well, you know me. I always aim high. I'm teasing is all. Anyway, it's good to see you, my friend. What brings you here? Oh, your reputation. Blah, 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 blah. The firmament. Ah. No one cares. It's the firmament. Oh. Yeah, come, give me your XP. Here's your wine, buddy. Give me my XP. Hey, buddy. Give me my XP, please. And now it's time to finish the quest. Hey, Hilda. What do you know? Flamethrower. Oh, we just had a messenger from the manufacturer. It seems they finished looking over the sword. Let's head over and hear what Lord Steph has to say. Lord Steph. Give me a flamethrower. Yes. I have to move things around. Ah, the relevant parties appear to be present, if you would, Lord Steph. Ah, yes, well, I'll cut straight to the point. I discovered a small bomb concealed in the hilt of the sword. This particular explosive was part of a batch intended for Temple Knight training purposes and is designed to be detonated from a distance. I won't bore you with the specifics, but I'm sure I'm quite familiar with its capabilities. After all, I made it. Bloody hells, someone went to a lot of trouble to sneak that bomb into the ceremony. An assassination attempt? Unlikely. As I said, they're designed for training. Even if you were grasping the hilt when it exploded, you wouldn't even lose a finger. Some nasty burns at the worst. That would be more than enough. If the sacred blade were to be dropped during the investitures, many would interpret that as a sign from the Fury. The Lord Commander's authority would come to question, and responsibility would fall upon the hounds. Ah, so someone wishes to discredit the Watch beyond salvation. That would explain the ridiculous rumors presently circulating among lords and ladies. Rumors? What rumors? Why, that Herding's theft and recovery were orchestrated entirely by the Watch itself. Some of the more impressionable members of the nobility are convinced you armed bandits with firearms, instructed them to steal the sword, and then captured them yourselves to elevate your standing. And the mood's already sour and simmering. If the sword exploded on top of it, it'd be like throwing oil on the fire. Reason be damned to do the Watch's heads on the chopping block. Who could have instigated the gossip behind these baseless accusations? I ordered the events surrounding Herding's theft to be kept in the strictest of confidences. Ah, the lady. The woman who arranged the theft. Ah, well, she would know all about it, wouldn't she? Despite the villainous fears, the threat to the status quo, and the high profile of the hounds has made you a target. A strike against you is a strike against the idea of any commoner bearing the power of a firearm. I'm flattered to know we've become so important, but you picked the wrong pack of dogs to corner. It's our turn to go on the hunt. Going after the mastermind, eh? I'm all for a bit of retribution. We'll need a better description than overpainted wench. Fortunately, my prospectometer and I were one step ahead of you this time. As soon as I discovered the bomb, I sent to work crafting a device that would help pinpoint the location of its paired detonator. And thus lead us directly to the one who holds it. I propose we simply proceed with the ceremony as planned and catch the fool red-handed. Not a bad plan, as long as we're prepared for any accomplices she might have lurking along with her. The ceremony is almost upon us. Let us steel ourselves for the task ahead. Yeah, I get to shoot someone in the ceremony hall. We'll sort out our strategy and head back to the broom. Meet us there when you're ready. Steph, while I'm gone, I want you to make me a gun that I can channel the elemental power of fire through. Okay? Also, I need to make space on my bar for flamethrower. I already have it on my bar. This is not where I want it to be. Ark of the Humble. Hey, are we ready? Right, here's the plan. Muscadin and the others will be handling security as scheduled so as not to arouse suspicion. Reckon the lady will have someone watching the proceedings ready to tell her the best moment to detonate the bomb. Likely right as the blade rests on the initiate's shoulder. That's how I do it anyway. Watcher shouldn't be too hard to spot. Hans can nab him before he gets away. Meanwhile, we'll be waiting at St. Ballard's Forum with Steph's device, ready to move as soon as we're sure of the detonator's location. Bring your best ammunition, and this woman can organize a clear route through the vault. She's like to have worse than a few ragged bandits on her side. What's taken so long? The ceremony's already begun. Some quiet, if you will. I can catch the exact moment the detonator's activated. I have it. Signal came from the far end of the broom. Smug bastards are hiding right in our home territory, then. We'd best go give them a proper bloody welcome. Let's go. Of course they're there. That way the detonator would be found here, and everything would come onto our end. This is Melissae. Is the crowd enjoying our little what? Nothing. Not even a puff of smoke. Surprise, we found your bomb. The hounds. I know you. You're that noble bitch what ignored me outside the vault. In the right place at the right time to plant the bandit rumor, eh? And I suppose you was the one who penned the contract to sail, too. What nonsense is this? I've no memory of fraternizing with commoners. I got your attention this time, don't I? Good thing, too, since I have a wagon load more questions for you. Here's one. Are your Inquisitor friends there gonna come quietly? You and your hounds will be the only ones surrendering their arms this day. Not only have you interfered with official inquisitorial business, you've also insulted and accused an innocent member of the nobility. Mayhap a spell in the dungeons will remind you of your station. I now see here, the hounds have solid evidence that these individuals are party to a serious crime. Speak with Sir Muscadine, and all will be explained. Ah, now we meet the rest of the rats. If you was wondering how the noble wretch got hold of a training bomb or cleared a route through the vault for them bandits, there's your answer. I reckon they'd show their whiskers sooner or later. You're sworn to protect Ishgard, and you chose to throw your lot in with this highborn dolt? Sir Emmeric's fighting to keep the city from tearing itself apart. Why don't you just stab a blade in his back while you're at it? Time for empty bravado's past, child. We're not common savages. Give yourselves up, and I promise you shall live to see the morrow. You can stick that promise right up your ass. That's common enough for you. Shoot him. Shoot him. This is over, and our authority as Ishgard's watch, we're taking you in for the crimes of larceny, insurgency, and general bloody idiocy. Well, that went well. Where's the noblewoman? What, she must have slipped away when we was in the thick of it. She can't have gotten far. There she goes. We can shoot her from here. She flees toward the Ark. Oh, come on, you lot, after her. Sir Knight, I know not their grievance, but these low-born ruffians seek to cause me harm. Let's dispense with the theatrics, Baroness Melise. After capturing your accomplice at the ceremony, I was surprisingly easy to press free the details of your plan. You've sided with these common curs? Thought you a proud member of the nobility. As one of the chosen few, how could you countenance any act that places power in the filthy hands of the broomborn? Chosen few? An accident of birth allowed us the privilege to fight for our nation, and I, for one, welcome our new comrades in arms. Your actions brand you an enemy of Ishgard, and you will pay for your crimes. Can I shoot her? This is blasphemy! I'm an inquisitor! You betray your bloodline, and thus it falls to me to excise the corruption seeping our nation's veins. I will turn to heresy if I must perish by fang and flame. Did she just quaff the blood of the dragon? Couldn't say I expected that from an Inquisitor. She lost her bloody marbles. Death to the lowborn. Death to all vermin. You've defiled my beloved Ishgard. I will turn this city to ash. Now with the looks of that fireball, best do something. Oh. Well, that's not good. Okay. Sure. Easy mode, so I don't have to deal with it again. Because I don't actually care about, like, the integrity of the fight or something on that. Run! Come on, where's the fireball? Finish it with a drill. Woohoo. Love drill so much. Such a cute animation. See, you could have done this in the room in the corner, but no, you had to come here and watch the entire, like, highborn and lowborn alike group up to fuck you up, woman. It's finished. The Baroness and her cronies believe that none but the nobility are fit to lead. Their resented efforts to bring highborn and lowborn closer in standing, it would seem the Hound's formation was too great a threat to be endured. Why wants a little respect and strength to defend our home? What are they so bloody afraid of? I fear the erosion of their status, and I must confess to feeling a whisper of their unreasoning terror. Had I succumbed to my jealousy and hate, I may have joined them on their twisted path. But I misjudged you. I believed you so reviled the circumstances of your birth that you sought only to bring ruin on Ishgard. Until recently, you wouldn't have been far off the mark. It was Gobo and Sir Aymeric who convinced me that fighting for change was a damn sight more worthwhile than adding to misery. Indeed. Pray forgive the barbs I slung at you and your hounds, Captain. I've been blind to the courage and determination of the common folk. I humbly request the Watch continue to aid us in defense of the city. You don't deserve all the spiders at you neither. I see his face when I look at you, and I just can't bloody out myself trying to work on that, though, eh? Yay, friends! I will go now and see the pressing of the prisoners. Be well, sister. Sister? Ah, because she's a bastard. His dad fucked the milkmaid, and she's the. I understand. They're half siblings. Your siblings, then? I wasn't aware you and Sir Muscadin were so closely connected. Left that part out, did I? Aye, he's my half-brother. Born to another woman after my darling dad cats me mum back on the streets. Well, that ain't a thing what you just blurt out now, is it? Not something I bring up often, no. And I don't reckon Muscadin was too keen on declaring his relation to the mongrel, especially after he'd disinherited his own man's estate. Well, might be as you can put that bad blood behind you now. Better than drowning in it any road. Might be as you're right. Most admirable woman you've become, my dear, not mention a champion to the people of the Broom. Seems always right to put that firearm in your hand. And I thank you for taking the gamble. It gave me more than just a weapon that day. It gave me control over my fate. If it weren't for you, I'd likely still be scrounging the street and cursing at the sky. It is gratifying indeed to see how far you've come. Now I really must return to the workshop. The mountain of commissions only grows larger the longer I neglect it, as Joy would so sharply remind me. Bye. Best get back to the Broom. Sim and Nudstend will be wondering what's become of us. Let's go. Sword's been returned, Baroness and fetters, and the hounds have shown themselves a force to be reckoned with. Happy endings all around. Your lads and lasses were a bit rough to start with, but I can rightly call them pups anymore. You'll do fine without us, I'd say. What, so you're both leaving? Then I thought you'd have a few more tricks to share. Don't start with winning now. We've given you the tools and the foundation. You can build the rest of the bleeding house yourself. Aye, that we can. Thank you. Alright, let's not get all bloody sentimental then. I'm off. Fair winds to you. Woohoo. Our thanks to you as well. Come back and visit when you can. I'm sure the hounds will have new stories to tell. Our battles have given us insights into the Machinist's technique. Flamethrower! We'll get more in Shadowbringers, except we won't, because job quests don't become a thing anymore. No. So this is all actually better than what we have, so we just equip it right now. Insufficient space in the armory for my legs. I have garbage I need to get rid of. Okay. But yeah, let's update our gear sets. And strip out anything that we don't need no more. If it ain't assigned to something, you can pull it out. There we go. I'm almost full on weapons. I don't want to sort out weapons right now. Okay, we're gonna have to sort that out, which I will go ahead and do, I guess. I want to go be in a position to sell all this garbage. Hey, vendor. I want to vendor first. Repair what I have equipped. Repair what's in my inventory. Sell what I can out of my inventory. I don't care enough. Yeah. Don't care about Spirit Bond. Just gonna sell everything. I can get better for it all, probably, but you know what? I don't care. Woohoo. No, I don't want to purchase, I want to cancel. No, I do not want to quit my machinist, please. Thank you. Okay. Sort you. We just have to do this now and then. Machinist stuff I'm going to keep up here because I like Machinist. Same with Dancer weapons. I might find something I want to use there. Okay. You're gone. Actually, I should probably check on the market board if any of this is worth selling. Because, like, you know, if it is and I can do it there, then I can make more money. And then, anything we're close up on boots. But we're also almost full on inventory. So let's go hit our merchant. Sell anything that's worth it. Where's our... Over here. There you are. Yeah, I noticed I just sold something from you. Okay. Not a lot we can sell here. You say 50? I say 45. You say 25? I say 25. You say 114? Sure. $50 for you. And none of you are worth anything. What are you worth? And I think I want to keep you. Okay. Hey, I've got a bunch of inventory space to get rid of. I should probably sell my, but I'll buy these back. I should sell those for, gems. Not gems, Grand Company stuff. I should also strip these high spirit bond items for materia, but I really cannot be asked to do that. Neither of those I care about. I was just checking to see if any of the things I'm gonna sell are actually things I want to, like, glam with, and I don't think I do. Woohoo! Oh, no, I don't want to go to Union. I want to go to Limsa. Where Union is I forgot I set my return there previously. Okay. I'll clean out the rest of it at some later point. Summoner stuff I want to keep. Put that in my thing. Nope, I'm keeping you. Guess I'm keeping you too. I already turned in a bunch of things I wanted to keep. I think everything else on here is something I'm gonna ditch. Woohoo! Put the rest of these away. And then I guess we'll poke at Glam a little and then be done. Do I like any of these? I like the goggles. The rest of these I don't really care much for. Need to repair some things. Okay. Where's our there's our machinist Glam. Okay. Do I like this gun? Yeah, it's good enough. What have we got? I like you. You're okay. Yeah, we'll keep that unset. Now, as far as glasses go, I like these glasses. I might just keep them. Oh, that I like. I think I like that more than the other. Okay, you I don't actually care much for. I do like the Iwagi, just straight up. I might just keep the Iwagi. I got raspberry red. Nah, we'll go with the Iwagi, I think. We have our officer's gloves, we have our machinist's gloves. We have our street gloves. Let's keep our street gloves going. And down here, comma. Well, let's not look at those yet. Let's look at these boots, because these boots are horrid. Machinist boots are long. Okay, this will let us decide our pants. Machinist's brias are pretty okay. I'm gonna flash the world with pants like that when I jump. I know that. But I kind of do like this with the officer's boots. Yeah, that's a good one. You can turn that off for now. Perfect. Well, you know what? Hex yeah! Now I have one last thing to do before I'm done today, and that is to take this whole new look and go to our home and flamethrower. Get myself a G-pose with the flamethrower. You know what? I can't think of a single better GFOs to show off what we've just gotten. So yeah, who's come by? Anyone we know? Not really. But you know what? This is where we're going to leave everyone. Let's go see who is streaming that we can raid into. Short stream, but we just did the Machinist Stormblood quests, so yay. Null. Let's go say hi to Null. Peace. And... Rah.